My name's Vanessa Scott. I'm an artist and designer, and I love museums and galleries. Museums are places where you can go to connect with different people and creatures, other cultures and ideas from near and far. They're filled with wonderful things. Our own spaces are also filled with all sorts of life, things, meanings, and memories that are all part of who we are. Just like museums, our spaces and things are filled with stories. In March 2020, the Manchester Museum wanted to make sure people could still enjoy their amazing collection. So as a distraction and source of inspiration, they decided to gather some of their favourite objects and stories and create an encyclopedia of wondrous objects. This provided a daily dose of awe and wonder from their collection of almost 4.5 million objects. I've teamed up with 2 students from Project Inc., a specialist creative college in Manchester, and the Manchester Museum to try and create our own encyclopedia of wonderful things. We want you to take a moment and step outside of your everyday and familiar surroundings and notice how your world is actually filled with life and packed with things and shaped by different thoughts, beliefs, and ideas. As you start to notice all of the amazing indoor spaces and outdoor places that have surrounded you over the last year, we want you to see some of the wonderful things that you may have forgotten to notice. And they will form the entries of your encyclopedia of wonderful things. Here's Ethan, a student from Project Inc., to tell you a bit more.
How to find your own wonderful things for your encyclopedia. Go to one of the spaces you have spent a lot of your time over the last year. Take some time to notice the things around you. Really look hard at the space. Find something in your space that is particularly important to you. How about something useful? Annoying? Funny? Pretty? Maybe even decorative? The old and the new? Go to a familiar place outside, or take a walk that you particularly know very well. Try to zoom in on the details and look down so you focus on the ground rather than the horizon. Move really slowly and take the time to notice what you're walking on, over, past or through. What living things do you notice? What evidence do you see that has been left by the people, creatures and plants living nearby? What about the non-living materials and other elements of your environment? Share your encyclopedia entries online and find out about some of the wonderful things that other people have shared too.
So off we went to discover some wonderful things for our encyclopedia. First, we looked outside, and this is what Ethan found.
This bright, albeit cool badge of a T-Rex looks to have been lying here for over a year or more. While I can't pinpoint the exact amount of time it would take for the metallic mechanism to rust after so long, what I can tell you is that this badge has had a short journey, because I believe this is from the museum gift shop, and that's a walk to this courtyard from the other side of the building. Perhaps when the pandemic is nothing short of a cruel memory, I'll go buy one as a memento.
Then we explored inside, and this is what we found.
Tucked away in a small cranny behind the minibar, this cafe menu once served the purpose of opening the mind to new and exciting, but most importantly delicious, choices of indulging yourself in tasty treats and invigorating beverages. Nowadays, the idea of touching something like this would be taboo. Understandable considering how much dirt and dusty residue has coated the matte finish. But if you look closely, you can see the handprint of all human activity. It's maddening how long this evidence of human touch has been able to withstand the elements, unfaded by filth for over 365 days. A textbook example of how metaphorically humanity can adapt and overcome against all odds and continue to persevere. A crying shame I won't be able to have a hibiscus, rosehip and strawberry tea anytime soon.
So here's a recap of our challenge again. The world is full of wonderful things we could have taken for granted because we see them every day. And the challenge is to get out and explore, or to stay inside and explore our spaces, see things in a fresh way, take a moment, gather some things together and create an entry for your own encyclopedia of wonderful things. It could be a plate, it could be folded cranes, it could be a badge that you find around the house that you forgot you even owned. You could go outside and discover some moss growing in a place that you never expected. Take time, have a look around and gather some inspiration for your own encyclopedia. Then, write a short entry that explains what you found and build your own encyclopedia of wonderful things. Share your encyclopedia entries and find out about some of the wonderful things that other people have shared as well. We can't wait to see what you've discovered. Happy hunting! Bye!